swept them from the fireplace, a fine and silver gray, the dusty dead remains of everything you'd say to keep me warm and waiting through the cold and lonely nights. Those beautiful, flammable, and captivating lights. I've always enough forever, words that burn so bright and fast, leaving only this residue, this evidence that didn't last. These are the ashes of promises, cold and soft and dead. Every I will never leave you, that you so carelessly said. They stain my fingertips with gray, they coat my tongue with spite, a bitter powder testament to an extinguished light. Oh, these ashes of promises, I can't wash them from my skin, a permanent reminder of the sin that love was in. I thought about collecting them in some morbid tiny urn, a lesson to be studied for the future I should learn. But the slightest breath of movement sends them swirling to the air, impossible to corral, a metaphor laid bare for how your vows dissolved from substance into fleeting dust, leaving me with nothing but this existential. These are the ashes of promises, cold and soft and dead. Every I will never leave you, that you so carelessly said. They stain my fingertips with gray, they coat my tongue with spite, a bitter powder testament to an extinguished light. I can't wash them from my skin, a permanent reminder of the sin that love was in. Do I mix them with the soil, try to grow something new, a cynical and twisted compost from the lies I clung to? Or do I let the wind just take them, scatter them afar, let them be someone else's problem, like a fallen toxic star? No, I'll keep them in a corner, a pile of what could be, the final true and only thing you ever gave to me. Just ashes, ashes of promises, screams its brittle scream, a jagged, lonely sound. I reach across the acreage of this king-sized piece of ground. My hand finds only linen, cool and smooth and unforgiving, a geography of absence where your warm body should be living. I pull the blankets tighter, try to manufacture heat, but the chill is in the mattress, in the silence, in the beat of my own too loud heart. This cold side of the bed is a continent of ache, a frozen empty tundra. Every single night I make the journey to its border, and I shiver in the space where your breath used to warm the pillow, where I'd study your sleeping face. Oh, this cold side of the bed, it's a lesson in the lack, a physical reminder that you're never coming back. I try to sleep diagonal to claim the whole expense, but it feels like a surrender, a weird and awkward dance with ghosts. So I retreat back to my quarter, curled up tight, a prisoner in the fortress of a too long, endless night. Listening to the furnace kick on a poor metallic standing for the steady sleeping rhythm that was my true belonging. This cold side of the bed is a continent of ache, a frozen empty tundra. Every single night I make the journey to its border, and I shiver in the space where your breath used to warm the pillow, where I'd study your sleeping face. Oh, this cold side of the bed is it's a lesson in the lack, a physical reminder that you're never coming back. Maybe I should get a smaller bed, a single or a twin. Eliminate the evidence of where you've always been, but that feels like admitting that the war is truly done, that I'll never need the room for anyone beneath the sun. So I'll keep the vast cold kingdom and pay the heating bill, and pretend the empty space is just a matter of my will. So cold, this cold side of the bed always will be wordless. A piano plays a slow bluesy shuffle, a soulful blending guitar line answers the vocal, fading out on a lonely sustained note. Paralyzed by the journal, a soldier stripped of arms. The blank page is a battlefield with outdated charms. I dipped and nib in memory, and all I wanna say, the songs of lost, the poems of the crumbling yesterday. But when I touch the paper, there's no bold and flowing line, just a scratch, a skitter, a weak and broken sign of nothing. Dried ink, it's what's inside me, what's inside this pen. All the love and sorrow I can articulate again. The words have all turned vicious, then the dust upon the well, a story petrified inside its own unbreaking shell. Oh, this dried ink, it's a metaphor that's much too true. I am the empty vessel with nothing left to give to you, or to the page. I see the old love letters in their box beneath my bed. The cursive flows like rivers from the things we did and said. The ink was blue and vibrant, each loop a confident sight. Now my hand is frozen and the well of feelings dry. As bone, I wanna write the elegy to give the pain a form, but the instrument of my own heart is weathered by the storm. Dried ink, it's what's inside me, what's inside this pen. All the love and sorrow I can't articulate again. The words have all turned vicious, then a dust upon the well, a story petrified inside its own unbreaking shell. Oh, this dried ink, it's a metaphor that's much too true. I am the empty vessel with nothing left to give to you, or to the page. Maybe I need a different pen, a different book, a start. But the problem isn't with the tools, it's with the withered heart that used to pump out ballads, that used to bleed in verse. Now it just pumps survival, which is somehow so much worse than silence. So the journal stays untouched, a monument to when I was a flowing river, not this canyon of dried ink. Nothing flows. Dried ink and a blank white page, a single cleanly recorded acoustic guitar plays a simple repeating, slightly dissonant finger picking pattern that eventually trails off unresolved. I stand before the silver glass, a morning ritual, to check the face that I present, to keep the visual, contract with the world outside. But lately when I stare, the person looking back at me doesn't seem to be there. Behind the eyes it's just a shell, a practice blank facade, where you used to reflect in me and made the view less hard. This empty mirror shows a woman I don't recognize, a stranger wearing my old face, my old familiar eyes, but the light behind them's vanished. The spark you used to see has been replaced by static, by a hollow vacancy. Oh, this empty mirror, it reflects a silent room and a portrait of the person consumed by her own gloom. I trace the lines you used to kiss, the curve you called your smile, but the gesture feels like pantomime, practiced all the while by an understudy who never learned the heart of the role. Just the motions, just the makeup, just the costume for the soul. The glass is cold and accurate, it doesn't lie or spin. It just reports the vacancy that settled deep within. This empty mirror shows a woman I don't recognize, a stranger wearing my old face, my old familiar eyes, but the light behind them's vanished. The spark you used to see has been replaced by static, by a hollow vacancy. Oh, this empty mirror, it reflects a silent room and a portrait of the person consumed by her own gloom. Maybe when you took your love, you took my reflection too. The version of myself I saw was always tied to you. Your gaze defined my edges, gave my color its hue. Now without it I'm a negative, a shape that never grew into its own, so I'll avoid the glass and learn to feel my way through days without a visual proof that I'm still here today. Just glass. Empty mirror, reflecting nothing at all. I'm losing the specifics, the granular details, the color of your sweater on those rainy day travels, the exact shade of your laughter, the specific weight of your hand. It's all becoming water, slipping through the sand of my mind's eye. Glass I grasp, it's sharp, angled facts, but they smooth out into feelings, into vague emotional packs with the past. This fading memory is a thief in slow motion, still in the museum pieces of my heart's devotion. First it takes the edges, then the context, then the light, leaving just an impression of a once vivid night or a touch. Oh, this fading memory, it terrifies me more than the pain. Forgetting feels like losing you twice to a different kind of war. I scrawl frantic notes on paper. He loved the smell of rain. His left eye crinkled more. It feels pathetic and This fading memory is a thief in slow motion, stealing the museum pieces of my heart's devotion. First it takes the edges, then the context, then the light, leaving just an impression of a once vivid night, or a touch. Oh, this fading memory, it terrifies me more than the pain. Forgetting feels like losing you twice to a different kind of war. Maybe this is mercy's final, most confusing act, to send away the shard so I don't keep getting cut on the past, to leave us off focus, beautiful blur where the agonizing perfect details once occurred. But I don't want mercy, I want the painful perfect sting of remembering everything. I wanna feel the specific terrible thing. Don't please fade in me. Stay. I used to navigate by you, my constant northern light. You fixed me in the universe and made the vastness right. I look up from my troubles and find you shining there, a pinprick of assurance in the overwhelming air. But lately when I search for you in my familiar patch of sky, you're harder to distinguish, as if you're learning how to die. My fading star, are you losing your long fire with space? Is your brilliant ancient fire leaving without a trace? Or is it just my vision clouded over by these tears that makes you seem to flicker out across the fading years? Oh, fading star, if you go dark, what will I set my course upon? The darkness will be absolute, the guiding light gone. The scientists would tell me you burned out years ago, that what I'm seeing now is just the afterglow. Traveling through time, a ghost of energy, not fact. And maybe that's the truest, most devastating act, that I've been guided, comforted by something already dead. A beautiful illusion I've been carrying in head. My fading star, are you losing your long fire with space? Is your brilliant ancient fire leaving without a trace? Or is it just my vision clouded over by these tears that makes you seem to flicker out across the fading years? Oh, fading star, if you go dark, what will I set my course upon? The darkness will be absolute, the guiding light gone. Maybe every star must fade to make room for the new. Maybe my job is not to follow, but to learn to shine my own and mourn the cosmic lie of permanent directions in an ever-changing sky. Flicker. The date was on the calendar, a circle drawn in blue, a relic of a hopeful time when I still mattered too. The narrative you wrote for us, the sun rose plain and clear. No special cloud formation, no message to my ear. The phone stayed dark and silent, a sleek and sleeping stone, and the realization settled I would be spending it alone. A forgotten birthday, just another Tuesday now. No candles, hopeful whisper, no question of the how. To fit the years together, the milestones start to blur when there's no one who remembers the person that you were to them. Oh, a forgotten birthday, it's the quietest of aches, a personal eclipse the celebrating world just takes in stride. I bought myself a cupcake from the grocery store downtown. I sat in tiny rebellion with the sprinkles falling down like confetti for an audience of one. I made a wish that tasted more of sugar and of an abandoned dish of dreams that didn't blow a candle, for the smoke would choke the air and highlight the absence of someone who should care. A forgotten birthday, just another Tuesday now. No candles, hopeful whisper, no question of the how. To fit the years together, the milestones start to blur when there's no one who remembers the person that you were to them. Oh, a forgotten birthday, it's the quietest of aches, a personal eclipse the celebrating world just takes in stride. Maybe it's not the date itself, but what the date implied, that for one day I was a star in someone else's sky, that my arrival on this earth was cause for some small cheer. The erasure of that memory is what I truly fear. It proves I faded from your story like a pencil mark erased, leaving just a faint and forgotten indentation in the space. No one called forgotten birthday, just me and the turning year. I found an old video from a birthday long ago. The camera shakes and focuses on faces all aglow, and there we are, caught in a moment, heads thrown back in light, a perfect silent eruption, joyful, open, bright. I stare at my own face, the one great divide and realize I've forgotten how that version felt inside my skin. The sound is muted, but my memory supplies a soundtrack that now feels like it belongs to other guys and girls. Forgotten laughter, it's a language I don't speak, a dialect of lightness of a future not so bleak. It looks so strange on my old face, a foreign happy shape, an artifact from a dig, a sweet and wide escape from now. Oh, that forgotten laughter, where did it decide to go? Did it leave with you, or did it simply slowly lose its glow and die? I try to mimic it sometimes in front of my own glass, a hollow creak in parody that simply cannot pass for real. The muscles don't remember the involuntary flicks of pure, uncomplicated joy. They're tangled and perplexed by grief. The video is short, it loops again and again, a 3-second reminder of the woman I was when you loved me. Forgotten laughter, it's a language I don't speak, a dialect of lightness of a future not so bleak. It looks so strange on my old face, a foreign happy shape, an artifact from a dig, a sweet and wide escape from now. Oh, that forgotten laughter, where did it decide to go? Did it leave with you, or did it simply slowly lose its glow and die? Maybe laughter is a muscle and I've let it atrophy from lack of use, from choosing a safe cave of misery over the risky sunlight. Maybe I can train it back with silly things, with puppies on a new and different track. But it won't be that laughter, the one born of us and we, that's gone forever, fossilized in digital memory. I close the file, forgotten laughter, just a ghost in a machine. It doesn't come in torrents, no dramatic flooding grief. It's a gentle, constant dripping, bringing no relief. It beats upon her windowsill, it missed the morning glass, a permanent soft humidity that makes the moments pass. In a slow, suspended motion, the sun becomes a dream, a story from a childhood or a distant, fading gleam. This is her rainy season, and it lasts the whole year through. A personal, low-pressure system in the sky of endless blue. For everyone else, she carries her own climate in her chest, where the clouds never quite break and the heart can never rest truly dry. Oh, this is her rainy season, a quiet in a weather that ties all of her days and nights together. She's learned to function in it with her umbrella of polite smiles and I'm fines that get her through the day and through the night. Her clothes are damp with longing, her hair curls with regret, a style born from the atmosphere she cannot seem to forget. Or change and people wonder why she always seems so chill, not knowing she's been living in a world that she herself has filled. This is her rainy season and it lasts the whole year through. Her personal low-pressure system in a sky of endless blue. For everyone else, she carries her own climate in her chest, where the clouds never quite break and the heart can never rest truly dry. Oh, this is her rainy season, a quiet inner weather that ties all of her days and nights together. Maybe some souls are temperate and some are desert born, and hers was always meant for this, for feeling softly worn by drizzle. Maybe there's a beauty in the perpetual gray, in the way the light gets diffused and softens the sharp edges of the day. She doesn't wait for sunshine anymore or curse the falling rain. She just adjusts her inner barometer to accommodate the pain. Just a drizzle, her rainy season, a constant gentle fall. You see a calm front sitting with a book upon her knee, a picture of composure for the outside world to see. But underneath the surface, in the atmosphere she breathes, a low and gathering pressure born of unmet needs. In words she swallows sideways, and dreams that went unsaid, a cyclone of emotions swirling in her heart and head. This is her storm, don't mistake the quiet for the sky. It's the eye, the deadly center where the winds go still to lie. Wait, the thunders in her silence, the lightning in her glare, a tempest of a feeling too immense for her to bear. Oh, no, this is her storm, a private hurricane, where the casualty is the love she couldn't quite explain. She tried to give you weather reports and sighs and turned away. She tried to map the eyes or birds of what she couldn't say. You were reading sunshine in a forecast full of gray. So now the clouds have ruptured and there's hell for you to pay. Not with shouts but with a distance, cold and absolute and deep. The cleanup after devastation, where only she will weep. This is her storm. Don't mistake the quiet for the sky. It's the eye, the deadly center where the winds go. Still to lie and wait the thunders in her silence, the lightning in her glare, a tempest of a feeling too immense for her to bear. Love, no, no, this is her storm. A private hurricane where the casualty is the love she couldn't quite explain. And when it passes, and it will, the landscape will be changed. Uprooted trees of trust in new, strange patterns arranged. The air will smell like ozone and regret and fresh, clean start. And she'll survey the damage with a newly fortified heart. You'll wonder where the rain came from. You'll ask her, are you okay? And she'll just smile, a distant smile, and quietly walk away. It's breaking now, her storm, let it rain. The monitor confirms it, a green and steady line, a proof of animation, a rhythm that's just fine. On paper in my ears is just a dull and hollow thud, a metronome, a function pumping alien blood through veins that feel like tubing. There's no music in the beat, no syncopation of excitement when we meet. Pump and rest. This hollow heartbeat echoes in a cavern lined with bone. A lonely rhythm tenant in a body turned to stone. It doesn't skip for beauty or race it a surprise. It just maintains the system behind my tired eyes that watch the world. Oh, this hollow heartbeat, it's a clinical flat sound, a reminder that I'm technically alive on this unhallowed ground. I try to jump and startle it with coffee or with fear, but it just adjusts accordingly and remains perfectly clear. And detached, I miss the frantic pounding of your hand in mine, the way it used to gallop when your lips would touch my line of neck. Now it's just biology, a cold efficient pump, drowning in the silence in this emotional dump. This hollow heartbeat echoes in a cavern lined with bone. A lonely rhythmic tenant in a body turns to stone. It doesn't skip for beauty or race at a surprise. It just maintains the system behind my tired eyes that watch the world. transplant, not of muscle but of feel, to jumpstart this dead battery, to make the rhythms real again. But there's no donor for the thing that I have lost, the spark that turned this heartbeat from an engine in a frost. So I'll just listen to it, this indifferent hollow drum, and wait for the day it simply quietly becomes time. Built around a cold synthetic heartbeat sound that continues throughout batch on hadronic textures and a deep bass around it. The track ends with the heartbeat sound slowing slightly and becoming more distorted before cutting off abruptly. Cried a river through these sheets, an ocean on the floor. I've wept in grocery store lines, behind the bathroom door. I've spent my salt and sorrow on the ghost of you and me, on every word, if and if only then my heart could see. But the well is running dusty, my eyes are burning dry, different kind of feeling is clouding up the sky. This is the last tear I will cry for you, my love. The final drop of sadness from a broken wing dove. I feel it gathering up, a hot and heavy wave, then tracing one more pathway to seal and separate our past from my tomorrow. This last tear, let it fall and mark the quiet ending of my crying once for all. It's not that I don't miss you or the future that we planned, it's that the crying changes nothing on this barren land. It won't bring back your laughter, it won't rebuild the trust. It just keeps me anchored in the sorrow and the dust. So I'm gathering the residue, the final bits of pain, and then one more moment, then never cry again. This is the last tear I will cry for you, my love. The final drop of sadness from a broken wing dove. I feel it gathering in a hot and heavy wave, then tracing I do the dance with just one cup, a solitary spin, from cupboard to the kettle, and I carefully pour in the boiling, singing water. Watch the leaves begin to swirl, a tiny fragrant universe in my ceramic world. I add the honey, one precise slow teaspoon's worth of sweet, a ritual performed on just the one spot on the seat of the table. Lonely teacup on your solitary saucering, you hold the heat of habit, but you do not hold a thing. Like conversation, you reflect the overhead lamp's glare and the empty chair that's sitting with such nonchalance right there. Lonely teacup, you're the witness to my silent afternoon, a delicate porcelain companion vanishing too soon. I lift you to my lips, the heat, a gentle sharp rebuke, a feeling I can manage, unlike the feelings that I've spooked. Away the steam will fog my glasses, creating a soft wall between me and the quiet that's beginning now to pall and thicken. I'll drink you down until I see the leaves that tail, a soggy, silent fortune that's destined without fail to say alone. Solitary saucering, you hold the heat of habit, but you do not hold a thing. Like conversation, you reflect the overhead lamp's glare and the empty chair that's sitting with such nonchalance right there. Lonely teacup, you're the witness to my silent afternoon, a delicate porcelain companion vanishing too soon. There's a matching one in storage with a tiny hairline crack. I keep it for the scent, for the day you might come back and ask for Earl Grey in the evening like you used to do. But the crack would only widen with the heat, and so it's true. Some things are meant for display only, not for daily use. Like that second cup, and like the fragile, broken truce we called us. Just one cup, lonely teacup, cooling now. The music is a slow, precise 3/4 piano, cello, and the delicate ting of a triangular cup ends with the sound of a cup being placed gently on a saucer. Was an accident, they'd say, a clumsy wayward hand, a brush of elbow, loss of grip on a too crowded stand. It held the peonies you gave me on our very first spring day, a cheap and cheerful vessel, but it carried so much weight of sentiment. It hit the floor with a definitive wet crash, a sound that seemed to echo, then get swallowed in the smash. Now it's a shattered vase, a constellation on the tile, 100 sharp reflections of a love that lost its style. my floor and soul. The water spreads a dark stain, the flowers lie askew, their petaled heads now orphaned, with nothing left to do. But wilt I pick up pieces, they bite into my skin, a tiny sharp reminder of the state that we are in. Broken, I try to fit them, a pointless, painful game, proving that some fractures will never be the same. Now it's a shattered vase, a constellation on the tile, 100 sharp reflections of a love that lost its style. I kneel among the fragments, each one a cut in sun of what we were and now are not, of all that's come undone. Oh, this shattered vase, it can't be glued, can't be made whole, a perfect metaphor now written on my floor and soul. Do I sweep it up, dispose of it, pretend it never stood upon that shelf, holding the gift that symbolized our growth? Or do I keep one fragment, a dangerous jagged shard to press into my palm when feeling gets too hard? A tangible reminder that beauty is a tense and fragile, holding pattern with a violent consequence. Just sweep it up, shattered vase, nothing holds water now. Hangs in garment bag of blue, in the back closet's gloom, a cloud of silk and hopefulness preserved in this small room. It never felt a nervous hand or a champagne's careless spray. It never saw a crowded church or a bright sun-dappled day of promises is perfectly preserved, each beat and scene, a fossil of a yes that died inside a dream. Oh, silent in a wedding dress, you are a song that never played. Oh, walk down an imaginary aisle in solemn white array. For no one you hold the shape of a woman. I'll never be the bride who stood beside her for all the world to see and celebrate. Now you're just fabric with a price tag still attached, a beautiful silent wedding dress forever latched from joy. I unzip the bag sometimes just to feel the cool, smooth slip of satin on my fingertips, a bittersweet companionship with a ghost self. I don't try it on, that would be a cruel charade, a mockery of the choices that our two frightened hearts made to say no. So it stays suspended between the winter coats and past, a monument to a love that was too fragile, too vast to wait. You are a song that never played, a walk down an capable of believing in the sun of a future once. Just silk, silent wedding dress in the against the studio wall. I feel the gaslit white, a promise in the morning, a rebuke throughout the night. I sketched our two figures in a soft and careful gray, wild and entwined for one brief optimistic day. I mixed the pains for your eyes, the exact shade of the sea. The day you first said you loved me, looking straight at me. Now it's just an unfinished canvas, a ghost of what could be, a monument to a future my hands refuse to see through to the end. The colors dried upon the palette knife, the story stalling mid-stride, arrested before life could breathe into it all. This unfinished canvas taunts the air with a beautiful abandoned potential waiting there. I think I'll paint over it, start a brand new scene. Mountains or a vase of flowers, something clean, something serene. But my brush hovers guilty over your sketched in face. To cover you feels like the ultimate disgrace to the truth we were, so it stays. This limbo on the easel, a purgatory of pigment, an unsolvable teasel of regret. Now it's just an unfinished canvas, a ghost of what could be, a monument to a future my hands refuse to see through to the end. The colors dried up on the palette knife, the story stolen mid-stride, arrested before life could breathe into it all. This unfinished canvas taunts the air with a beautiful abandoned potential waiting there. Maybe all great art is haunted by the versions left behind, the past the brush didn't take, the visions in the mind that flickered out. Maybe this is my masterpiece of lack, the most honest thing I've made, showing the courage I take. With hesitation, it's not a painting, it's a question posed in space. Is it braver to create or to leave an empty place? Just white and gray lines, unfinished canvas, a question, not a lie. sits upon my tongue sometimes, a solid shape sensation, the ghost of a pronunciation, a soulful incantation. I form with my lips in empty rooms with just a breath, a rehearsal for a conversation past the point of death of us, but in the company of others, or the light of day. I swallow it like poison and I will it to decay. Your unspoken name is now my most familiar prayer, a mantra of the missing hanging in the silent air. Between my thoughts it holds the whole of what we used to be, a three-syllable universe that's now forbidden to me to say aloud. Or your unspoken name, it burns a hidden brand on the quietest, most ruined acre of my heart's land. I hear it in the rustling leaves, I see it in the rain. It's etched into the window pane, a constant silent stain. Others speak it casually and I will flinch and not playing a convincing stranger on this foreign, painful side, where you are just a concept, not a person made of skin. Not the unspoken name that I am screaming from within. Your unspoken name is now my most familiar prayer, a mantra of the missing hanging in the silent air. Between my thoughts it holds the whole of what we used to be, a three-syllable universe that's now forbidden to me to say aloud. Or your unspoken name, it burns a hidden brand on the quietest, most ruined acre of my heart's land. Will there come a day it just dissolves, loses its electric charge, becomes a word like any other, meaningless and large and empty? Or will it forever be the secret, sacred key to a room inside myself that only you and I can see? I don't know, for now it stays a nut, a treasure and a curse, the first and final word of every poem, every verse. I whisper it to the walls, unspoken name, my secret. Down by the river sloping, where the water knows my tears, stands my silent confidant for all these lonely years. Her branches don't judge sorrow, they just dip to touch the stream, catching all my whispered secrets in a sun-dappled dream. She's seen me in my rawness, with my heart laid on the silence has asked me why or made a single sound. Oh, weeping willow, you understand the gentle fall, the way some grief is beautiful and touches one and all. Your leaves are like a curtain hiding me from prying sun, a sanctuary for the aching, for the love that's come undone. Weeping willow, your roots must drink the same dark water as me. I've carved no initials in her bark. That violence isn't right, but I've buried tiny tokens in her roots throughout the night. A button from your coat, a note I wrote but never sent. She accepts these little offerings as if she knows they're meant to fertilize her sorrow, which in turn gives shade to mine. A perfect, quiet symbiosis pressed against the river's line. Oh, weeping willow, you understand the gentle fall, the way some grief is beautiful and touches one and all. Sanctuary for the aching, for the love that's come undone. Weeping willow, your roots must drink the same dark water as me. They say willows can be planted from a single broken branch, that life persists in fragments, given another chance. Maybe one day I'll take a piece of her and plant it near my door to grow my own private shelter for the storms that are in store. But for now I'll visit her and let her leaves my tears collect, a living, breathing monument to love and to respect. Thank you. Weeping willow, keep my secrets of our in the hush between the traffic, when the night is almost still, when the world is just a painting on the windowsill, I can almost hear it lingering, a breath against my ear. Not a word, not a sentence, just a presence once so dear. It's the aggregated laughter of 1,000 shared goodnights. memories condense into a frequency just at the edge of light. Just a whisper of us, a sigh against the past, a fragile fading filament that wasn't meant to last. It doesn't tell our story, it just hints at what we were, a harmony of two lives, now a solitary stir in the air. Oh, just a whisper of us, a ghost of common sound, the quietest of echoes on the hollow ground. It's in the way the floorboard creaks, a specific loaded tune, beneath the phantom footstep in the pale light of the moon. It's in the rustle of the sheets when I turn an empty bed, a memory of movement, of something done and said without a sound. It's the archaeology of quiet, the dust of our communion in a permanent state of riot. Just a whisper of us, a sigh against the past, a fragile fading filament that wasn't meant to last. It doesn't tell our story, it just hints at what we were, a harmony of two lives, now a solitary stir in the air. Oh, just a whisper of us, a ghost of common sound, the quietest of echoes on the hollow ground. If I could amplify it, catch it in a jar, hold it up and see the shapes of who we are. From a distance, would it be a comfort or a curse to hear the universe of us in a dying, soft reverse? Maybe some loves are meant to be this way, a subtle trace design, a whisper, not a shout, a vintage weekend wine. Just a whisper, whisper of us, fading now. We press them in the pages of our shared and hopeful book, like fragile four-leaf clovers, and we never took a second look, assuming they'd stay vibrant, stay alive, between the weight of promises on which we both contrived to build. But the binding cracked, the book fell off the shelf, and the dreams we pressed so carefully just withered by themselves in the air. These wilted dreams are curling at the edges, turning brown to travel to Paris. Dream to buy a house in town, dream falling down to dust to grow old together. Dream the biggest one of all, just shrivel to a crumble, to insubstantial to recall in detail. Oh, these wilted dreams, they don't hurt sharp and new, they just leave a papery sadness, a pale and brittle hue. Almost I could try to rehydrate them with tears or with new plans, but they just turn to mush and stain my unbelieving hands with failure. Some things are meant for second chances, some designs are too delicate for the harsh and shifting sun that shines on reality. So I'll gather up the fragile dry remains and let them go to compost in the fall and winter rains of time. These wilted dreams are curling at the edges, turning brown to travel to town dream falling down to dust that grow together. Dream the biggest one of all, to shrivel to a crumble, to insubstantial, to recall in detail all these wilted dreams. They don't hurt sharp and new, they just leave a papery sadness, a pale and brittle hue of almost. Maybe new dreams will grow from this fertilizing rod, hardier, smaller dreams for a solitary plot of earth, dreams of quiet mornings, of a peace that's just my own, not shared, not intertwined, not tethered to a ringing phone that never rings. These wilted dreams had their season in the sun. Now they feed the ground for whatever's next, whatever's yet begun. Let them go. Wilted dreams. To the earth, a gentle, mournful pedal, steel guitar cries.